Okay, we're on.
All right. Okay. Welcome to One Connection Away, the podcast where we remind you that everything that you're building and everything that you're becoming is closer than you think. I'm Jenny, founder of Your Global Connection, and I am here with my co-host Steve Lee from Cross Country Mortgage. He is a leader, a connector, and someone who truly understands the power of relationship in business and in life. So every episode we dive into real stories behind success, the mindset shifts, the relationships, and the moments that changed everything. And today we got a special guest. It's Sonia Tar.
Yay!
Yay! Welcome, Sonia Tar, to the show. Yeah, so we're so excited to have you. And let's start here. Let's start because we always like to go deeper than just the titles in business. So how would you describe yourself outside of work?
I would say I like to, go to the gym. I've turned into a gym rat recently.
I see that.
Working out. Hired a trainer. I love to go on walks and explore my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Reading books, getting into a good book. Movies, and just I'm a foodie. I love experiencing all the new food places here in Las Vegas.
There's like more and more new ones, right?
Right. And the quality, it's not like old style Vegas where it's just buffet. It's really good. There's some Michelin restaurants here and just really good restaurants and some hidden hole in the wall gyms.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Hole in the wall sometimes are the best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we'd like to know more about your life experiences that have shaped you the most. Can you share something about that?
I would say that maybe not a life experience, but growing up, my mom, she helped shape me the most, I would say. Mm-hmm. When she was in high school, she got stationed in Hawaii with my grandpa and, her sisters and her brother and my grandma. And when it was time to PCS out, that's what they call it, PCS, she ended up staying here. She had met my dad. My dad was older, and she was still in high school, but she was pregnant with my sister when she was 17 years old, and then had me when she was 19. Later on, she realized they had to get married, old-fashioned. Parents made them get married.
Yeah.
But my dad, he's passed now. He wasn't a very good provider. He gambled a lot, so he gambled the money away a lot. So we were, she didn't have enough money to, feed us sometimes. So she divorced him and became a single parent and just worked so hard and sacrificed for us. She became a boss at work. I mean, she just
love that.
Yeah. And
I know where she get that from.
Yeah. So she just very good with her finances. Married my stepdad, and they were able to buy a house, then a small townhome, then upgrade to a house, and she just worked and was really good and sacrificed for us along the way. It was a struggle in the beginning, but then then everything got easy.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that piece. I mean, hate to say it, I'm a man, but single moms with kids, I don't know how they do what they do, because my mom, I had a single mom, so raising two kids is like, I don't know how she did it, especially late 70s, early 80s. I mean, rents and stuff were cheap, but also pay was cheap.
Right.
So it's like, but mothers figure it out and they do what they can for their babies,
We do.
And then I think it makes you stronger because you see what your mother did and what she sacrificed and how she provided for you by herself. So
Right.
Right. And I think because she was so independent, she made me independent.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I remember in maybe intermediate school, I told her, I need to go to the doctor. She's like, well, here's the number. Call and make an appointment. Do it yourself.
Wow.
Things like that where, normally we coddle our kids a little bit too much, but she taught us independence.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. and just going back to being a single mom, sometimes like you don't know how strong you are until you're actually that's the only choice you have is to be
Right.
strong, sink or swim, because otherwise, your kids are looking up to you and seeing
Mm-hmm.
what would my mom do in this situation. So that's a nice story to, to see that your mom just go through all those for you guys, and look at how you turn out so
Right.
amazing.
It's kind of your roots, right?
Right,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
And that's what drives you. And if your mother could do what she
Absolutely.
did, you're like, I could do it, and maybe even better for my kids, right?
Right. Yeah, I think that always instilled in me to remain independent and
Love that.
always. Although I'm married now, or before I'm on my second marriage. When I was married the first time, I always kept my independence and made sure I made my own money. And,
Yes.
just because you don't want to be stuck in a situation
Yeah.
where you
True.
know,
No,
True.
you don't want to plan. You don't want to plan for Plan B, but you want to make sure you don't feel like you have to, or you don't have a choice.
exactly,
And
exactly.
you're just stuck with it because of, so no, it's great. And I think that's what I want my daughter to do and feel, because you never want them to feel, what is it? You're dependent on someone else.
Exactly.
Depend on me,
Right.
it's fine. But anyone else, I don't want to depend on them.
Right, and
True.
you're stuck. And I mean, there are some great men out there, but sometimes you're not in the best relationship. And if you're stuck, for example, I have a girlfriend who homeschooled. She had 5 children. She
Wow.
homeschooled them. She didn't have a career. Their relationship fell apart because they were
Yeah.
together since high school. And she doesn't have a career job now, so she struggles. It's a struggle.
Yeah,
Right,
it
yeah.
is. It is hard. So that's why, as women, we still have to, although we have a great support of our partners, we still have to remain independent, because you have to have that freedom of choice
Right.
for
Mhm.
everything.
Yep,
Exactly.
absolutely.
It's not just about whether you stay in a relationship or not, but freedom of choice to really get what you want without having to depend on anything or anyone.
And I think it makes the relationship stronger.
Absolutely, I agree. I
believe that,
agree.
yeah.
Because I think sometimes there's resentment when you feel like, you're doing this and this is what I do, and I feel like I'm stuck,
Right.
But if you're both doing your own thing and it's not really based on both of you, but it makes it a whole,
Right.
one,
Right.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
each person has to feel comfortable with where they are and what they want to do, and also feel like if you have to pivot, you got to pivot.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. We pivot as many times as we can, right?
Right.
We've been pivoting a long time, especially in our business.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I know
yes.
all about pivoting.
Pivot is the name of the game. So,
Right.
what season are you in your life currently in?
I think at this point in my life, so I moved here from Hawaii almost 3 years ago, and I was the company I was at. I was there for many years. I built a huge book of business. I was promoted to director of sales. So moving here was a struggle for me because
Yeah.
I took a pay cut and I took a demotion and I moved here without a book of business. But that being said, when I was there, I lived, breathed, and worked 24/7. Like everything was work.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was just day to day grinding and I wasn't truly living.
Yes.
So don't get me wrong, I still have ambition. I want to be top salesperson. I want to, but I also want to be able to not just be work-minded, but build my relationships, build my network, and just enjoy people, enjoy
Yes.
life, and enjoy experiences as well.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
You need to be well-rounded.
Right, right.
We love to say we want to work 24/7, but at the end of the day, I think it's also physical, which is great. You start to work out because I think your mental and physical go back and forth.
Yes.
You need
Right.
both for you to be whole and also perform the best.
Right.
So even though you're thinking it mind and you're doing this, but then if you don't feel good or if you don't exercise, then that kind of, I don't know, it doesn't get you the best performance.
Right.
It's like having 8 cylinders, you're like 6 cylinders. Working out adds that other piece
Yeah.
where it makes you whole and you can still do what you need to do, but also you need some, I think, good portion, a portion of life, you have to do some stuff for yourself, not always
Absolutely.
business.
Right.
True.
Because if you do that, then you do better. With it's like working out. It's like you could work out 7 days a week, but that's not great either.
Right.
Because your body needs to rest. Rest is just important as working out. So same thing with business. yeah, you want to do everything you can, but also you got to take care of yourself, and it just helps you perform better.
Yeah,
I think so too.
exactly. Rest is part of the process. I was always guilty of that. Like I felt like if I'm resting, I'm not being productive, but really it is part of that. You have to set time to rest, because after after that, you get to be more creative. You get to really be more effective with work and with life in general. Yeah. So speaking of growth and all that, let's talk about what beliefs that you had to let go to grow.
I would say, the business we're in, right? We have to connect with people, and it's a hard lesson to learn that not everyone's going to like you, and you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, right?
Yes.
So I had to let go of that belief that I needed everybody to like me, and I needed, because some people they just aren't for you, and it's nothing against them. It's just your personalities are different. And I feel like if you concentrate more on who you are, what you bring, if you do what you say you're going to do, your integrity and your accountability, then at least people can have respect for you. They may not like you, but they can have respect for what you do, and you can have respect for yourself and what you do.
True. and yeah, so we're not for everyone, but the people that you resonate with, you'd rather just want to work with the people that is aligned with your own same vision, same goals.
I think part of us is in sales. We're thinking quantity, right? Get as many people, but like you said, it's personalities don't match, or it's just maybe not your cup of tea. But you get the quality people, and then you really concentrate and take care of them. Yeah, and that's gonna grow your business more than having all these people and you're just bouncing from one person to another. So I think sometimes it's just fine tuning, and also decide who you want to work with.
Yeah, and not only that, the people that you connect with, then the relationship can grow deeper, not just on a business level, right? You can build, a deeper relationship with them. So that's important to me.
And there's a lot
being
of
here trying to grow my network and friends and grow my circle. So
it's funny because we met like when I first got to Vegas, 2024. So she's one of my first friends. Like she's one of those people like, hey, do you want to have coffee with me? I'm new in town, and so I know it's been a while, but it's great how relationships really grow in time. It's not like instant, but as you go along and grow that relationship, then you get stronger, and then the transactions follow. It's like opportunities just become so natural.
Right. It's just organic growth.
Yes,
exactly. I love organic growth.
Be my friend, I'm just here, but it takes time.
Yeah.
Good relationship.
And effort too. And effort.
Yeah,
True.
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. So, how has your definition of success changed over time?
Oh, jeez. I want to say that. To me, in the beginning, I believed success was like, being the number one, being in the $1 Million Club, being the number one earner, the amount of money I made. I wanted to make the most amount of money.
Yeah.
But I want to say that is still important, but along the way, I want to still love what I do, enjoy what I do, and I want to be able to be around people I like. So I think it's more important now to do what I do, but also to build relationships and build friendships and have people that you can go to, that come to you. Not just all about making the sale or doing my work, but having people that trust in me and who trust me so much where they can be vulnerable with me and tell me how they feel, and I can be vulnerable with them, and we can share our struggles and we can share our wins.
Exactly, and support each other.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all have to have that circle, like you said. It doesn't have to be a big one. Just a small one that very intimate, the real ones where you can actually really be yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we're in sales, so at the end of the day, you did amazing in Hawaii, and you're gonna do the same thing here.
Yeah.
It just how it's all on you and your ethics, your work ethics, and all that. So you could always build what you just got to give yourself some time, patience,
Right.
you know. But at the end of the day, it's the same business. You just moved from Hawaii to the 9th island anyway.
Right.
So it's almost like a half a move, not really.
Yeah, it
move.
wasn't. It was nice. The 9th island, I love that. And there were a lot of Hawaii people here. So
Yeah, yeah. So what makes a connection meaningful to you?
I want to say that we just enjoy each other's company, and that I can be a resource to them. I can be valuable to someone, and I can make them feel a certain way, right? And, you know, when we meet, it's always just a great time, our connection, you know, and we're excited to connect, and we're excited to meet, and we all bring value to the table. Yeah.
Right, right. Okay, so let's talk about now work and you know what you do right now, right? So you are with First American.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us about what you do there, and what does it matter to you personally, like your growth within the organization.
I want to say so my business is to bring escrows, title and escrow business to my company, right? And I want to say how I do that is to try and I meet with realtors, lenders, investors, and I try to add value. I find what you know, what do they need in their business, and what's the value add that it can add.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So that's what I do.
And who do you feel most called to serve through your work?
I'm not sure. I mean, I want to say through my work, I really like the network, the real estate community, because by joining groups like ARIA or YPN, they have community service projects, and I like that I can be a part of something like that and doing it with a group instead of just doing it on my own.
Right.
So serving the community and giving back. I think that the real estate community here is huge in doing that through all the committees,
Yes.
and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. And how can people get connected with you?
They can text me, or they can email me, or they can connect me on via social media. All the ways that we connect with people nowadays. I noticed a lot of people connect via social media, and that's fine too.
Yeah, well, we are in a digital world, so.
Right. Yeah.
However it is, like, you know, we'll make sure to tag you on all
Okay.
the video and all that, so that way you can get connected with a lot more realtors and a lot more lenders.
Yeah. Thank you.
We'd love to help.
Of
Yeah.
course, of
And
course.
today is what? St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah. we got
Happy
our
St.
green.
Patrick's Day.
I wish I was wearing green. Oh my God, I
She
hope
got
this
green
is
somewhere,
like
we just can't see it.
Yeah,
And then
I
she-
had some green somewhere in
And
me.
then she has green, so we're prepared. But hopefully everyone has fun. Drink
Yes.
that green beer.
Yes, yeah. So this has been a very powerful conversation, Sonia, and thank you for sharing that with us today. And if this conversation resonated with you, don't just listen. You got to move. We have to make that introduction. We have to make that follow up. Send that message, because, you know, I believe that opportunity you're waiting for might just be at the end of another conversation you haven't had yet. You know, so at Your Global Connection, we're building more than just events or more than just podcasts. We're actually building a global ecosystem where relationships turn into real opportunities. And if this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to be reminded of this message today. And if you're ready to get into the right room, stay connected with us and be part of what we are already creating. So until next time, stay intentional and stay connected, because you're always just one connection away.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yay, that's a wrap.
Oh, yay. That was good. Okay, that was
Easy
my
peasy.
fast.